Coming to you live with all the sports action from around the UP. Welcome to Friday Night Frenzy.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Frenzy. I'm Jerry Taylor. It was a pretty easy decision on which game to begin with first tonight, so let's get straight to the highlights from the football game between the undefeated Negaunee Miners and the undefeated Ishpeming Hematites. Ishpeming would strike first in this one. On second and goal from the 4, Alex Briones would follow his O-line into the end zone for the touchdown. 2-point conversion no good, but the Hematites would take a 6-0 lead after the first. To the second, the first play from scrimmage, Negaunee goes deep into the playbook for this one. A reverse pass from Tyler Jandren to Zane Radloff, and Radloff snatches it out of the air. First down for Negaunee inside the Ishpeming 18. On third and goal from the 1, Tyler Windahl pounds it up the middle and he scores. Extra point no good, but that tied the game at 6. Ishpeming would get the ball back and drive down the field just before the half, and it's Briones who keeps it again, and he scores. 2-point conversion was good. The Hematites led 14-6 at the half. After the Hematites went 22-6 in the third, check out this play. Ryan Sergila finds Zane Radloff, and check this out from another angle. Radloff pitches it to Sergila, and he is G-O-N-E gone. 63 yards in all, and the Miners were down just 22-12. But the Hematites moved the ball on the ground all night long. As Briones scores yet again, Ishpeming wins it 28-24 after the game. Hematites head coach Jeff Olson talked about the great play from his O-line.
I thought our line came off the ball and we controlled the ball, never had to punt. We shot ourselves in the foot a couple times, but I'll tell you what, it's a great effort by our kids. I'm so proud of our linemen. I thought we controlled the line of scrimmage, and that's what you got to do in a big game.
Unbelievable job by our guys. The only plays they really had are the big plays. We can fix that. Overall, defensively, I thought we played pretty good. Kudos to them, though. They played a great game, but we just came out on top.
With the win, Ishpeming is 7-0 while Negaunee falls to 6-1. Again, what a great game tonight between these two rivals. On the scoreboards, Municine's Cody Hayes ran for 123 yards and 2 scores as the Stangs win by 30 over Bark River Harris. North Dickinson defeated North Central 36-20. Lance shuts out Calumet. The Purple Hornets, I believe, are now postseason eligible with the win. They are, I believe, 6-1. Forest Park picked off Berica 5 times to win big over the Vikings. Back to the highlights. Bragging rights in Delta County were on the line between Gladstone and Escanaba. No score after the first, so let's go to the second. Cameron Beversluis takes the handoff on 4th and 3 from the 12, and he would score. The Eskimos led 7-0. Gladstone had an answer for Escanaba. Justin Urick takes the handoff up the left side, and yes, he's in. Touchdown Braves, 2-point conversion good, and Gladstone had an 8-7 lead going into halftime. Or did they? Just under a minute later, Travis Heller from the Brave 16 airs it out to Corey McInerney, who makes the grab for the score. It's 14-7 Eskimos. Escanaba would add another TD with just 7 seconds left in the half as Heller hits, guess who? Eds Beversluis for the TD. Escanaba would pull away in the second half to win it, 41-16. In a low-scoring game at Manistique, it was Newberry 7 and the Emeralds 6. Ironwood couldn't knock in a 2-point conversion in overtime to force double OT. Hancock wins it 28-26. And Rapid River, thanks to Mr. Jake Pearson, shuts out Superior Central 42-0. Let's go to Gwinn, where the Middletowners, wearing those awesome pink jerseys, battled Stevenson. First quarter, the Eagles with a 6-0 and looking for more. Quentin Lukasik takes the handoff 10 yards to the house for the score. 2-point conversion good, 14-0 Stevenson. In the second, the Eagles were down on the move again. Lukasik goes around the left side, and he would, score yet again. That made it 20-0 Eagles. Gwinn would get on the scoreboard late in the second quarter. Owen DeVoe would muscle his way into the end zone for the touchdown. But this one was all Stevenson as the Eagles win big at Gwinn. We have reached halftime on this edition of The Frenzy, but we still have plenty more to get to, including highlights from the ice as the Michigan Tech and Northern Michigan hockey teams were both in action. That's next on The Frenzy. We'll be right back. And welcome back to The Frenzy. For the first time since March, college hockey is back here in the UP. Both Michigan Tech and Northern Michigan were away from home to begin this season. We start with the Huskies. They played at Minnesota Duluth. No score in the second period, but the home team would light the lamp first as Tony Cameronese connects almost 5 minutes in. That made it 1-0 Bulldogs. Third period, the Huskies are shorthanded, but that didn't matter. Chris Leibinger, he scores and ties it at 1. But the final minutes of the third period, the Bulldogs bite back. Justin Crandall connects, makes it 2-1 Bulldogs, and that would be the final score of the game as Tech drops the season opener, 2-1. Let's go to Madison, where the NMU hockey team played against the Wisconsin Badgers of the new Big Ten Hockey Conference. First period, puck loose in front of the net. Joseph Lebeide cleans it up for a quick 1-0 Wisconsin lead just a couple minutes in. Just a few minutes later after that, it's Nick Kenderlees. He'll kick it ahead to Mark Zengerle. His shot is stopped there by Matthias Dahlstrom, but Jake McCabe is there for the rebound, and he backhands it in. That was a shorthanded tally, 2-0 Wisconsin. Michael Mersch finished off a first period hat trick for the Badgers with a power play rebound goal, and Northern Michigan will try again tomorrow evening. They lose 5-2 tonight to the Badgers. Well, it was a rough night altogether for the newly realigned Western Collegiate Hockey Association. Alabama Huntsville lost 9-1 to Northeastern. It was Providence 5, Minnesota State 1. Bowling Green tied 3-3 tonight with Union. Lake State won 3-1 over Robert Morris. Switching gears now to volleyball, NMU welcomes Malone to Marquette for the first time. First set off the Pioneers' miss off the kill. Kalisha Harley sets up Sarah Hamilton for the soft tip over the net. NMU led 1-0. The Cats had a 2-1 lead in the first set off the Malone serve. Lena Lopes over to Lisa Studnicka right down the pipe for the kill. That made it 3-1 NMU. And timeout Malone, Cats head coach Dominic Yoder told his girls to keep up the good work, and they would. As Harley sets up Kelly Heron, and Heron just tips it over for yet another Wildcat point. The Wildcats got it done on defense too, as Heron and Bridget Bussell block a Pioneers kill. The Wildcats would win it in 3 sets over Malone. Back to the boards in Houghton, the Michigan Tech volleyball team won 3-1 over Walsh. Shelby Jones had 15 kills for the Huskies. Madeline Haben had 47 assists. The Huskies tennis team edged out Saginaw Valley State 5-4, and thanks to 2 second-half goals by Kate Boardman, Michigan Tech defeated the Cardinals on the pitch 2-1. In Marquette, Matt Grandstrand and the NMU Wildcats battled Northwood. Early in the first half, here come the Cats. Taylor Smith on the far side of the pitch. She would fire one on goal. Paula Hafner would go through 2 defenders and get a foot on it, but she could not poke it home, and the game remained scoreless. There was no score after regulation, but the Cats would win it in overtime, 1-0, thanks to a goal from Paula Hafner. Well, it was a rough day for the Finlandia volleyball team. They dropped 2 matches, 3-0. But the ladies' soccer team did defeat Mount Mary College 1-0, so good for the Lady Lions. And in junior hockey, the Marquette Royals scored 5 first-period goals in a 9-0 win over St. Louis.